Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm going to show my latest build. It's the Fiat Mefistofele 1924 from Italeri, and I thought it was going to take a lot longer than anticipated, but it came together quite well, and just kind of wanted to share the build with you. If you like it, please subscribe, leave a comment, thumbs up, and for those who have, I want to just say thanks a lot, appreciate it. Trying to grow the channel little by little, and anyway, let's start. As you can see, it's a little different than from the instructions. If we look at the inside there at the engine, that I used actual copper pipes for some of that. Kind of built it up a little bit. I haven't done the Fiat label yet in the front. I didn't know to paint this area black and then put the Fiat on there, or just put the Fiat on there in like a chrome color. But this is actual aluminum that I had bent. I used black metallic on the black product, on the black pieces. There's the copper tubing. And I did the springs in black, or red, I apologize. And yeah, I did the spark plugs a little different wires. The other wires they had way too big, real clumpy. Yeah, this took me a little bit of time. I was surprised. I thought it'd be a little easier, but you know, once I got my big fat fingers around there and figured it out. And what I did is behind here, I drilled a hole into the muffler and pushed the string in there a little bit, and then kind of glued it to kind of get it going. And if I come back here a little bit, you can see that's you know how we always got pieces laying around, so I used that. That was pretty interesting. And I come in here. One thing about the instructions when it came to these pieces and putting it together, for me, it seemed like they paste and cut the instruction. So you put one together and then you thought you had it all figured out, and then the next one was wrong, and then you're like, what the heck? But yeah, so pay attention to that if you end up building this. We come around to the interior of the cockpit. I don't know if you can notice or not, but this here on the steering wheel is actually 1/16 inch pinstriping, and I used that as a wrap. And then on the dashboard I used, let me see if I can push it to where you can see it. I really don't want to mess with the camera too much because I am trying to get a little better at doing this so it doesn't seem so hokey and everybody turns away. But let me see if I can find it. I used something like this. The inside of it. Smoothed it out and put it on there instead of spending money on a website to buy the half round kind of stuff. And excuse me, the decals, there wasn't many to play with. The paint job is metallic, pure metallic red. It's not your basic red, because I do a lot of Ferrari cars, so I got so much red in there in my model room. I try to mix it up a little bit. The seat is a cushion seat. I used it here and here, and let me show you what I used. I used electrical tape, that is that cloth electrical tape, to make the seat. It didn't come out too bad. And again, this is just gold with, then I took a copper brush and brushed off the copper on it and just kind of mushed it on there a little bit. Gold. And then I have this marker that's like a chrome paint, but it just kind of sticks to the brush, and I clean a bunch of it off, and then I'm able to do some highlighting to kind of make it look like metal. I think it adds a pretty nice little touch. And then I'll put it on this. I put it on the spokes. You can see how the spokes kind of shine a little bit. The chain kind of helps highlight, but you got to take a lot of that paint off of there. And then on the wood, I was gonna just get some balsa wood and make my own, but then I said, let me try my stain that I got. So I literally took stain that I've had sitting around in the garage and gave it a whirl, and it didn't turn out too bad. And I don't know if you can blow up the picture or not, but here, where the holes are in the, I'm going to call it the firewall, those are brass or some type of like coated small washers that you get at like Lowe's or Home Depot. And yeah, I used that on the holes. It was pretty cool. Did the seat, did the straps. Of course, I don't strap it up because on here I put like one drop of glue to kind of hold that so you can always see inside. I'm always a guy that likes to want to show my work. I originally was going to not put any of the body work on there, but it looked too bare, so I put the body work on. Then again, here's some hose I had laying around. It's a real metal wire, springy type thing that I put on there. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. I like it, and you can see how this holds up both sides of the hoods, so you're able to look in both sides. And this one, when it's laying down, it's a little difficult to get over the top of the muffler. So I said to myself, I want to make it to where, you know, you're able to see it. And that's what I did. And I don't know if you could tell, let me see if I spin this a little bit. But when you look at the muffler, I did that gold, that silver accenting also. I mean, I think it looks pretty damn real. Chain, same thing. Then here, just spritz it on. Yep. Really not a whole lot to it, but I really enjoyed doing it. And the next one I'm building now that I'm starting on is the Tamiya 910 Porsche. I just popped the box open last night, started playing with it, and cleaning up the body to where my hope is that I don't have to glue it shut to keep it fitting real nice. So I'm able to take it apart, because I've been looking at videos on YouTube, and not of other builders building it. We all have our own little techniques, which is awesome. But I looked at the literal pictures of cars that they had of the 910 Porsche Carrera. So I'm kind of going off that. So I'm going to throw a bunch of wires and cables in there, make it look like something. All right, well, let me let you guys get about your day. I got a couple of videos that I'm going to fix. I'm trying to find a good way of doing this. I tried to do it in my living room, but there's not enough light. This is giving me a little more light. I'm getting a little more professional anyway. But please, leave a comment, subscribe. And I believe when I get to 50, I'm able to go live and I can tinker with it. And, I'm not much of a person that knows all this and that about electronics to where, you could read the comments live on there and I can talk live and you guys can, maybe we can hook up and try to have builds together or whatever. But yeah, I'm just trying to, enjoy my craft. Got a few things going all the time. I got plants outside. I got plants inside. I got some pets. So I'm always busy doing little stuff. But I appreciate you. Thanks a lot. I hope everybody's having a safe day, safe life, and we'll talk soon.